The most important observers aren't the cameras there, the human eyes that see you right now. Every time you leave your home, you step onto a stage where reputations are silently built and broken. The harsh truth, you might be handing the script to your own downfall. You move through life believing openness is strength. You think revealing your inner world builds trust. You imagine that showing every emotion makes you genuine. A master strategist from history would say, "You're making a critical error." He taught a different lesson. Men see the surface you present. If you ever touch the truth beneath, show everything, and you are left with nothing to shield you. No intrigue, no protection, no advantage. Most people erode their own standing, not through malice, but through carelessness. They seep, they spill their doubts, their ambitions, their weaknesses onto the ground for all to see. Today, we change that. We're closing the gaps in your public armor. By the end, you'll grasp why quiet composure speaks louder than any shout, and how to navigate a turbulent world like a silhouette. Impossible to grasp, impossible to predict, impossible to ignore. But first, you must see that your craving to be noticed is precisely what renders you invisible. Ancient thinkers and tactical minds agreed. Your inner world must be a citadel with its doors flung open is just a future ruin. We're covering the 9 specific public behaviors that drain your personal power. You likely do some daily. You might even think they're virtues. They are not. They are silent signals of concession. Mastering this isn't about losing your humanity. It's about claiming your sovereignty. It's the distinction between a ruler and an entertainer. One earns respect through restraint. The other pleads for attention through antics. Be aware. When you quit these 9 habits, how people treat you will shift. They'll stop feeling sorry for you. They'll stop leveraging you. They may even begin to regard you with a new wariness. If you aren't prepared for the solitude that accompanies true authority, leave now. If you are ready to take back your private self and your power, we start. 1. Never disclose your next strategic move. The most potent modern addiction isn't a substance. It's affirmation. And the fastest dose comes from declaring your plans before they're real. I'm launching a company. I'm transforming my body. I'm ending this. You say these things to taste the reward without the labor. But that old strategist understood the blunder here. When you unveil your aims, you hand a blueprint for obstruction to rivals and even jealous allies. Speaking a goal aloud scatters the focused energy needed to reach it. You fool your mind into a false satisfaction, and you warn your competition. Mask your purpose, wrote a later student of these arts. If others cannot discern your direction, they cannot mount a defense. They cannot obstruct your path. Operate in quiet. Let your outcomes do the talking. There is immense force in the individual who vanishes for half a year and reappears with a mastered skill. A transformed presence, a new reality. No teasers, no proclamations, just pure action. When you publicize your steps, you are seeking approval. You are asking the group to validate your path. Cease asking. A predator doesn't growl before the hunt. It sounds after the victory. If you desire to be regarded seriously, let your efforts speak in a whisper. Allow them to wonder. Let them chatter about your possible endeavors. Their speculation will always craft an image more formidable than the plain truth. The enigma of what you could be is your supreme leverage. Don't trade it for fleeting approval at a social gathering. 2. Never voice complaints about your struggles. This is humanity's most frequent flaw, voicing grievance. I'm exhausted. My superior is incompetent. The system is broken. Listen carefully. No one is truly listening, and those who seem to are often comforted by your distress, as it alleviates their own. When you lament publicly, you accomplish 2 destructive things. First, you confess that you are not in command. You signal you are a casualty of fate, adrift. Those who lead do not lament. They alter the conditions or they bear them with fortitude. There is no middle ground. Second, you weigh others down with your pessimism. You become a drain. People might offer a sympathetic nod, a vacant that's tough, but beneath the surface, they are pulling away. They classify you as lower status. It was observed that people instinctively recoil from despair. They gravitate toward vigor. toward capability, toward triumph. If you parade your troubles like a weighty garment, don't be shocked when others create distance. This doesn't mean you bury feelings until you break. It means you select your confidants with extreme care. Unload to a professional. Unload to a single sworn ally. Do not unload to the collective. Do not unload to colleagues. To the outside world, you must seem composed. Even if everything is crumbling, your public demeanor should be steady, poised, and this is what some called easy mastery, the skill of making the arduous appear effortless. If you are enduring hardship, endure with grace. A profound deference is granted to the person who bears a great weight without bending and without outcry. Become the individual who, when questioned, "How are you?" simply offers a faint smile and states, "Making progress." 3. Never let fury control you in public. Rage is a feeling. Forcefulness is an instrument. They are not the same. When you erupt in anger in a shared space, yelling at service staff, biting at a companion, engaging in traffic battles, you are not demonstrating power. You are demonstrating that you are easily played. If a random person can seize your emotional state and reduce you to a tantrum with one rude gesture, you are not autonomous. You are a prisoner to your reflexes. The advice was to be respected, certainly, but never reviled. And nothing breeds disdain quicker than volatile emotions. Someone who cannot govern themselves cannot govern anything. When you blow up, you expose your pressure points. You show everyone precisely how to push you. A clever opponent will note that and employ it to undo you later. They'll know just what to do to make you seem unstable and reckless. Silence is always more formidable than shouting. Picture a leader who bellows when upset. Now picture a leader who goes profoundly quiet, whose gaze holds, whose words become measured and soft, which commands more respect. The shouter is a spectacle. The quiet one is a force. Develop the composed gaze. Develop the strategic pause. When you feel the heat of indignation climbing your throat, that is the instant to become still. Do not utter a word. Do not move. Let the other person sit in the discomfort of your calm. They anticipate a conflict. When you deny them that, they battle only themselves. They seem absurd. You seem impervious. Command your own physiology, or the world will command it for you. 4. Never say you're sorry without true cause. We exist in an era of over-apology. We apologize for occupying room. We apologize for seeking clarity. We apologize for holding a view. Sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry, but I believe halt, and I'm sorry is a confession of fault. It is a signal of deference. When you apologize for events not your responsibility or for merely being present, you are reducing your position. You are telling those around you, my place is below yours. Pardon my intrusion. It was understood that a figure of authority must seem unwavering. While you are human and will err, you must save your apologies for moments of genuine transgression. If you are behind schedule, do not say, sorry I'm late. Say, thank you for your patience. If you hold a contrary view, do not say sorry to disagree. Say, my perspective differs. Feel the transformation. The first is a request for pardon. The second is a declaration of fact. Excessive apologizing makes you appear fragile, hesitant, and uncertain. It attracts those who would take advantage. People start to believe they can assign blame to you because you so readily accept it. Reserve your sorry for when it carries weight. When you have genuinely failed someone or caused damage, apologize once, with depth, and make it right. Never revisit it. But for the daily abrasions of existence, hold your position. Claim your space. You require no authorization to be here. 5. Never expose your financial position, whether high or low. Resources touch the lowest nerve in society. If you display need, the world will regard you with disregard or avoidance. Scarcity, in the eyes of a competitive world, suggests a lapse in competence or fortune. People retreat from perceived failure, fearing its spread. If you display abundance, you summon jealousy. And jealousy is the most treacherous sentiment. It is the feeling that turns a companion's hand against you. To be seen as lacking is a great shame, but to outshine the source of your power is a greater peril. If you flaunt affluence, the luxury items, the vehicles, the displays, you are not earning admiration. You are provoking humiliation. You are holding up a mirror to what others lack. In time, they will resent you for it. They will attempt to strip it from you through deceit, conflict, or social undermining. Real substance is quiet. It's in the cut of the cloth, not the screamer of the brand. Keep your economic life a closed book. Let them speculate. If you are in a difficult phase, present yourself with order, precision, and neatness. Do not look needy. Look strategically patient. If you are succeeding, apiaratayase. Do not look like a sudden windfall. The aim is economic ambiguity. You want assumptions of stability, but never confirmation of scale. This guards you from the users who seek a handout and the challengers who want your position. Your treasury is a tool. Keep it concealed until the moment of use. 6. Never traffic in gossip or speak ill of others. Elevated intellects debate concepts, common minds debate occurrences, petty minds debate individuals. Gossip is the tender of the weak. It's a glue for those with little else to exchange. When you engage in it, you may sense a momentary bond with the listener, but you are eroding your own standing. Consider, when someone approaches you to reveal a mutual acquaintance's private matter, what is your first instinct? If they'll share this with me, they'll share my secrets with others. You instantly question the gossip's integrity. It was cautioned that a leader must evade being disliked or held in contempt. Being a rumor monger makes you contemptible. It makes you seem small, idle, and means more critically. Intelligence is power. When you gossip, you are dispensing intelligence for free. You are leaking influence. A tactical mind absorbs gossip, but never adds to it. Be an information vault. Let people tell you all things. Listen, absorb, collect the details, and then offer nothing. This makes you formidably potent. People will realize you know, but they won't know what you've done with that knowledge. That doubt grants you a form of quiet authority. Never denounce your rivals in the open. It makes you seem fixated and resentful. If you must overcome an opponent, do it through deed, not dialogue. Do it so quietly they never trace it back. To speak against them is to show they've affected you. To say nothing is to show they are irrelevant to your course. 7. Never lecture others on your personal code. Waste no more time arguing what a good person should be. Day 1. There's a pull, especially during self-improvement, to become a preacher. We discover a new regimen, a new belief system, a new school of thought like Stoicism or strategic realism, and we want to announce it at every meal. We want to persuade, we want to demonstrate our correctness. Resist this. First, it's tedious. No one enjoys a sermon. Second, and more vital, it sets you up for hypocrisy. The instant you proclaim your ethical standards, I am always honest. I never sleep past dawn. I follow this diet. The audience will watch, waiting for a stumble, and you will stumble. When you do, they will highlight it and label you a pretender. By vocalizing your principles, you forge your own trap. You give others a measuring stick to using against you. The guidance was to seem virtuous, but to remain adaptable beneath. Live your philosophy. Incarnate it. Let people inquire. How are you so focused? How do you stay so calm? Then, and only then, might you offer a hint. Your conduct should be so pronounced that your explanations are superfluous. The most compelling case for your path is the life you lead, not the lecture you give. 8. Never fish for praise or confirmation. This is the core of the other eras. The deep, ingrained craving to hear well done. We are conditioned from youth to seek the nod from those above us, family, instructors, managers. We act for a reward. But to be a self-governed adult, you must extinguish this reflex. When you seek endorsement in public, hinting for compliments, scanning faces for laughter, shifting your stance to fit in you, or surrendering your leash, you are stating, my value is yours to decide. Handled with care. It was known that a sovereign must be he seeks counsel, but the ultimate choice rests with him alone. He does not glance at the crowd for consent. When you cease striving to amuse people, a shift occurs. They begin striving to amuse you. Validation is a dynamic of hierarchy. The person performing for it occupies the lower rank. The person bestowing it holds the higher rank. When you ask for it, you permanently assign yourself the lower position. The only endorsement that counts is the one from your own assessment. Did you honor your code? Did you complete your task? Did you master your thoughts? If yes, the crowd's cheers are meaningless. If no, the crowd's cheers are a deception. Build immunity to both acclaim and censure. They are two faces of the same coin. External manipulation: if a compliment can elevate you, then an insult can demolish you. Reject both. 9. Never publicly display your deepest wounds or fears. Contemporary thought often urges vulnerability, sharing past pain, public emotional exposure. They label this courage. A historical pragmatist would label it strategic surrender. There is a correct context for vulnerability. It is in the private, secured space of your life with those who have proven worthy of your trust. It is not on the internet feed. It is not in the professional meeting. It is not on an initial encounter. The world is not a healing circle. It is a layered arena. When you bleed in open waters, the predators do not offer compassion. They sense opportunity. If you reveal your core insecurities, old injuries, and private dreads to the public, you are delivering the instruction manual for your own undoing. You are telling them exactly where to apply pressure. I fear being left. I doubt my own intellect. You think this is connection? A strategic listener hears. To manipulate him, imply departure. To hurt her, question her cleverness. You must confront your darker aspects. Yes, but you do this in the forge of private reflection. You do this in the depths. When you emerge into the public light, you wear the armor. This isn't about being fraudulent. It is about being defended. A leader does not walk among the populace exposed. They wear the mantle not from superiority, but because they represent a principle of order. If you wish to guide, if you wish to be heard, you must present a figure of wholeness. You cannot lead others to shelter if you are openly caught in the storm. Keep your injuries private until they have healed into marks of experience. Then you may show the mark as evidence of survival, not the open gash as a cry for aid. If you cease these 9 behaviors, you will notice a space open around you. You will talk less. You will protest less. You will justify less. Initially, people may probe. Are you all right? You're so reserved. They will test you. They will try to provoke the former, reactive version of you because that version was easy to decipher and easy to steer. Maintain your position. In that in that absence of seeking external affirmation, you are building density. You are becoming a gravitational center. By shedding these habits, you remove the handholds the world uses to pull and direct you. You become seamless, ungraspable. You start to perceive more, because you are no longer busy performing. You finally can see. You see the strings on others. You see their doubts, their deceptions, their hungry need for approval. And once you perceive the game, you can no longer be a willing piece in it. These lessons weren't meant to make you cruel. They were meant to make you capable. They were meant to help you endure a landscape of hidden agendas. The world is loud. Everyone is yelling. See me. Approve of me. Feel for me. You be the one who remains composed. Be the one who observes. Be the one who holds their strategy close. But this leads us to a formidable realization. Once you secure the breaches in your public self, once you stop giving the collective access to your inner workings, you'll be left alone with the contents of your own mind. And for many, that is the most daunting frontier of all. Because when the external noise fades, the internal dialogue amplifies. You've learned to shield yourself from the outer world. But how do you fortify yourself against the adversary within? How do you govern the realm of your own consciousness when the gates are sealed and you are the only soul in the hall of judgment? That is the ultimate contest. And that is the territory we must navigate next. Subscribe to Winds of Thought, because a fortress has no value if the mind inside is in chaos. And if this resonated, lets us know with a like it truly supports this channel.